A tough-talking truck driver accuses President Trump of betraying American workers with his tariff hikes right to his face at a busy truck stop. What Trump says next leaves the driver speechless. The truck stop in Ohio buzzed with activity engines, rumbling horns blaring softly in the distance, truckers shouting to one another as they loaded and unloaded cargo. Red and silver rigs lined the lot, their chrome catching the midday sun in the middle of it all. President Donald Trump stepped out of his black SUV, his red tie sharp against his dark suit. Secret Service agents trailing a few steps behind. He raised a hand, waving to the small crowd of truckers gathering nearby, his trademark grin spreading across his face. The truckers, some in flannel shirts, others in worn caps, watched him curiously. They'd heard he was coming to talk about his new tariff policies, the ones that had been all over the news, the 145% tariffs on Chinese goods, a 10% baseline on nearly everything else, but not everyone was here to cheer. One trucker, a grizzled man named Mike, leaned out of his red rig's window, his jaw tight, his eyes narrowing as Trump approached. Mike had been hauling freight for 25 years, and these tariffs, they were killing him. Parts for his truck, fuel additives, even the tires he needed, all imported, had doubled in price overnight. He'd had enough. As Trump got closer, waving to the crowd, Mike gripped the edge of his window, his knuckles white, and made up his mind he wasn't going to stay quiet. Not today. Not with the President of the United States standing right there. Trump stopped a few feet from Mike's truck, turning to face the gathered truckers, his voice booming. Folks, we're here to talk about something tremendous. Okay, my tariffs, they're saving American jobs. They're bringing back our industries, making America the best again. A few truckers clapped, but others shifted uncomfortably, their faces hard. Mike's blood boiled. He couldn't take it anymore. He leaned further out of his window, his voice cutting through the air like a blade. That's a load of garbage, Mr. President. You're a sellout, you hear me? A sellout. These tariffs are betraying every single worker out here. The crowd froze, heads snapping toward Mike, then back to Trump, the Secret Service agent's tense hand hovering near their earpieces. But Trump raised a hand, signaling them to stand down. His grin faded, replaced by a steely look as he locked eyes with Mike. The air crackled with tension. Everyone waited, watching, wondering what Trump would do. Would he walk away, brush it off? No one expected what came next. Trump took a step closer to Mike's truck, his voice low but firm, the kind of tone that commanded attention. You want to call me a sellout? Me, I'm the one fighting for you, for all of you. These tariffs, they're the best thing we've done. Believe me, they're making America strong again. Mike didn't back down, his face red with frustration. Strong? For who? Not for me. My parts, my fuel, everything's doubled because of your 145% tariffs on China. I can barely keep my rig running, and you're out here saying it's all great. My business is on the edge, man, on the edge. The crowd murmured, some nodding in agreement with Mike, others looking to Trump, waiting for his response. Trump's eyes narrowed, his hands gesturing sharply as he spoke, his voice rising. Listen, Mike, I can call you Mike, right? I know trucking, I know business. Nobody knows it better than me. You think I don't get it? I get it. But let me tell you something. Those Chinese goods, they were killing us, flooding our markets, taking our jobs. We had to fight back, and that's what I'm doing. I'm fighting for you. Mike shook his head, slamming his hand against the side of his truck door. Fighting for me? I'm losing clients left and right. I can't afford to fix my rig. And you're telling me this is for my own good? That a joke? Trump's face tightened, his voice taking on a harder edge, the anger starting to show. A joke? You think I'm joking? I don't joke about America, okay? I'm serious, very serious. You want to talk about losing client? What about the factories coming back, the jobs we're saving? That's real, Mike, that's real. Mike leaned further out, pointing a finger at Trump, his voice shaking with rage. Factories? I don't haul for factories that ain't here yet. I haul now, and right now your tariffs are strangling me. You're not saving jobs, you're killing mine. The crowd shifted, the tension rising as the two men faced off. Trump's jaw clenched, his hands balling into fists for a moment as he stepped even closer to Mike's truck, his voice booming now, the anger clear. You want to talk about killing jobs? I'll tell you what's killing jobs. People who don't see the big picture. I'm sick of this, okay? Sick of people not getting. I'm out here working harder than anybody, and you're calling me a sellout? That's disgraceful, Mike, disgraceful. The crowd gasped softly, the intensity of Trump's outburst catching them off guard. Even Mike blinked, taken aback by the fire in Trump's eyes. But Mike wasn't done. He crossed his arms, staring Trump down. Big picture. Don't pay my bills, Mr. President. You got an answer for that, or you just going to yell at me? Trump took a deep breath, his anger simmering down as he adjusted his tie, his tone shifting back to that confident, commanding style. You want an answer? I'll give you an answer. The best answer. We're going to help truckers like you. Okay, I'm talking tax breaks, big ones, the best tax breaks you've ever seen. You won't have to worry about those costs. Believe me. Mike raised an eyebrow. Skeptical. Tax breaks? That's your fix? That ain't going to help me now. I need parts a day, not a tax break. Next year. Trump smirked, leaning in slightly, his voice dropping to a conspiratorial tone. You think that's all I got? I'm Donald Trump. I always got more. We're looking at exemptions. Okay, special exemptions for truckers on some of these Tariffs, I didn't want to say it yet, but you're pushing me, Mike, you're pushing me. Mike's eyes widened slightly, but he wasn't convinced. Exemptions, you're just saying that to shut me up. Where's the proof? Trump straightened up, pointing a finger. Mike, his voice firm again. Proof? You want proof? I'll give you proof. I'll have my people look into your case, Mike, personally. We'll get those parts cost down, we'll make it right, that's my promise. And I always keep my promises, believe me. The crowd erupted into murmurs, some truckers nodding, others still skeptical, but impressed by Trump's bold offer. Mike sat back in his seat, his arms still crossed, but the fire in his eyes had cooled a bit. He looked at Trump for a long moment, then finally spoke, his voice quieter now. You better mean that, Mr. President, 'cause I ain't got time for empty promises. Trump nodded, stepping forward and extending his hand toward Mike's window. I mean it, Mike, you have my word, the best word, shake on it. Mike hesitated, then leaned out and took Trump's hand, giving it a firm shake. As the crowd broke into cheers, Trump turned to the gathered truckers, raising both hands, his grin returning. See that, folks? That's how we do it, working together, making America great. We're going to fix this, I promise you. The truckers clapped louder, some even whistling as Trump waved one last time. He turned back toward his SUV, the Secret Service agents falling into step behind him. As he climbed into the vehicle, the crowd still cheering. Mike watched from his truck, a mix of hope and doubt on his face. Trump's SUV pulled out of the truck stop, tires crunching on the gravel, disappearing down the highway. As the truckers dispersed, still buzzing about what they just witnessed. If this moment fired you up, don't forget to subscribe to Legendary Stories for more epic showdowns that'll keep you on the edge of your seat. Drop a comment below. What do you think of Trump's promise to Mike? Let's keep the conversation